Hi, my name is Grace Trombley, and this is my hashtag Why I Belong in College story. So, this story starts when my mom divorced my dad and she moved in with my new stepdad. I was very, very young, probably like 2 years old, and at ages 5 through 13, I was sexually abused by a member of my family. And it did cause severe mental health issues. Unfortunately, I was suicidal from middle school to high school age around. Um, so all throughout that time, um, these mental health issues were worsening because I was still living in the house with my abuser. Thankfully, my senior year of high school, I was able to move out of that situation and I moved in with my best friend's family. While I do not have to pay, that much for rent or anything, I am mostly financially independent. It was really hard learning how to be financially independent, like by yourself, at 18, just coming out of high school, figuring out how the world works, how life works. I hadn't even had a real job, to be honest, at that time yet, so I had to figure out how to balance all of my finances. Um, so, first, the first step to being independent for me was becoming responsible for my mental health. Thankfully, recently I was able to enroll myself into therapy. Thankfully, my insurance covers it, thank God. But I, this was a very important step for me um, in just having hope for myself, hope for my future, and being able to succeed in college and giving myself purpose, giving my life purpose. Um, I figured out what I wanted to major in college as with the help of therapy. I want to be a national park ranger someday, and I just love plants and animals, so I'm an environmental major. And yeah, therapy just gave me this entire hope, new outlook on life, on what to look forward to. Um, Next, I learned that I had to pay for college myself with no help from a Parent Plus loan. Only a couple loans being available to me. It does not cover all of college, so I had to figure out how am I gonna hustle this money. Last year, I ended up working 30 hours a week on top of being a full-time student, trying to pay off my monthly college tuition bills. It was difficult, but there has never been a time where I didn't work hard and I didn't figure it out. I've always been in these tough situations and I can always just find a way to work hard and get myself the money, hustle it, per se. Um, so yeah, I just persisted by working extremely hard. Um, my advice to others in this similar situation, like being a young, newly financially independent individual who doesn't have any support system or anyone to rely on, take responsibility for yourself. You know, if you're in a situation where you're being abused or um, you know you can get yourself out, but there's just like your parents are holding you back or something. That was my situation. My parents were holding me back. I had to learn not to rely on them because when I relied on these people who you're supposed to rely on, sometimes those people aren't going to be the right people you have to rely on. I had to learn how to rely on myself in order to become successful and happy. Um, just with all of your might, fight for your life. I know it can be really difficult, but you have to keep working hard and fighting. My one piece of advice that really helped me, if we had to take one thing away today, is that if you have like write down on a notepad, just get a notepad out, write down three, you can write more, but three or more specific goals, specific ones, for this next year or two. And that is so important because it will give you something to fight for. It will give you something to look forward to, and it will give you something that you know will get better in your life. So when there's nothing else around you, everything is just crappy and you're in the worst possible situation, you have this one thing that you know that you're close to and you know that is obtainable. It could be, for me it was college. For other people it can be a car, it can be paying your own insurance, it can be getting an apartment, anything, financial wise or otherwise. um, I think that that will really help you get a new outlook on life. Thank you for hearing my story today, and bye.